Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Stacy. Now today's video is going to be my TBR for the Golden Girls Readathon. Now this is a readathon that takes place from June 1st to June 30th, and yes, I'm filming this video on June 1st and hopefully I can get it posted today. But the reason I'm a few days behind in actually posting this is simply because I just found out about it. I had less than a week to try and fill all these challenges. But anyways, I heard about this readathon from the Girly Girl Bookworm. If you want to check out her channel, I'm going to leave it in the description box below. But the person who actually created this readathon, her name is Rachel is Booked, and I will also leave her channel and the video for the announcement for this readathon in the description box below, so definitely go check her out. She created this readathon all on her own, and to be honest, I think she did an amazing job. These challenges, I think, were very creative and sometimes tricky to try and come up with books for, and I think that's what I liked about it. For me, it was a challenge, and I definitely love to be challenged, so kudos to you, girl. But anyways, this readathon is focused around the TV show The Golden Girls, which I grew up watching. I think I've seen every single episode. I love the show, so as soon as I heard there's a readathon for this, I'm like, jump on that bandwagon and away we go. Okay, so there are 5 challenges that everybody participates in, and then there are 5 other challenges, and those challenges are going to be based on what team you decide to go with. So you can pick from the characters from the show. So there's Team Sophia, there is Team Blanche, there's Team Dorothy, and then there is Team Rose, and the one I chose for this is Team Rose. But anyways, let's start with the first 5 challenges that everybody participates in. Okay, so the first challenge is to read a book that's set in Florida, because that is where the show takes place, is in Florida. So for that challenge, I have chosen Flight Patterns by Karen White. It has been 10 years since Georgia left her family home on the coast of Florida, and nothing much has changed except that there are fewer oysters and more tourists, but encountering her estranged mother and sister leaves her rattled. To embrace her own life, mistakes and all, she will have to find the courage to confront the ghosts of her past and the secrets she was forced to keep. I don't know, sounds pretty good to me. So challenge number 2 is to read a book that has either a picture of a dessert on the cover or in the title. And for this one, I chose Stay Sweet. And if you notice, there is an ice cream cone, well, a massive ice cream cone here. I don't know a lot about this book. I've heard good reviews on it, and I think it's just a perfect read for summer, and it's just going to be something that's light and fluffy and probably quick, easy read to get through. Okay, so challenge number 3 is to read a book that was published between the years of 1985 and 1992, and that is the time period on when the show was aired. So for this one, I chose The Handmaid's Tale. Now, hopefully I'm correct in saying that this was published in 1985. I looked it up on Goodreads. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. So hopefully the information I found on it is correct and it was published in 1985. Obviously this edition was not, but I don't know. If it's not, let me know and I will have to scramble to try and find another book. So challenge number 4 is to read a book that has gold on the cover or gold in the title. I have chosen Good Me, Bad Me, and that's a whole lot of gold going on, so I definitely filled this challenge. Okay, so this book is about a young girl who ends up turning her mother into the police. Now the young girl starts a new life with a foster family and things are going good, but this girl is starting to maybe question whether or not she has some of the same characteristics as her mom, or if she's actually capable of doing some of the things her mom did. So she's, really concerned and worried about that. Okay, and challenge number 5 is to read a book that involves female friendships. And for this one, I have chosen The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And this is all about female friendships. I have read the movie. I have never read the book, so I'm excited for that. But anyways, this is about a group of 4 girls. During the summer, they kind of each go off in their own different directions. But they have this pair of jeans that each person gets to have for a certain period of time. And once their time is up, they send it on to the next person. And they kind of like write their experiences they have while wearing these jeans. If it's anything like the movie, it's just a really cute, fun book. Okay, so those are the 5 challenges that everybody participates in. The next 5 I have are going to be based on what team I've gone with. And like I said, I have chosen Team Rose. And I chose Team Rose simply because she is the character that I think I am most like and that I can relate to the most. And like I said earlier, there are 3 other teams. There is Team Dorothy, there's Team Blanche, and there's Team Sophia. So these next 5 challenges that I'm going to complete are going to be based simply on the character of Rose. Okay, so challenge number 6 for me is to read a book that is set in Minnesota. And let me tell you, this was one hell of a hard challenge to actually try and find a book that would fit this challenge. But I found one. At least I'm hoping I found one that has fit this challenge. This particular book takes place in Minnesota Lake, and I'm going to assume that that's in Minnesota. I mean, it's possible it could be somewhere else, but it has Minnesota in it, so yeah. Anyways, the book I have chosen is called The Lost Girls. And this is about a 6-year-old girl vanishes from her family's vacation home on a remote Minnesota lake. 60 years later, Lucy, the quiet and watchful middle sister, lives in the lake house alone. Before she dies, she writes the story of that devastating summer in a notebook that she leaves along with the house to the only person whom it might matter, her grandniece. And challenge number 7 is to read a book that will make you laugh. And for some reason, I had a very hard time finding a book for this challenge. I looked on Google for different lists of books, and I just couldn't find anything that either I didn't own or I just wasn't interested in reading yet. So what I've done is I'm actually going to listen to the audiobook. It's called I Can't Make This Up, and this one is by Kevin Hart. I am a huge fan of Kevin Hart, so I have been wanting to listen to this on audiobook for a very long time, so this was the perfect opportunity to. Okay, so challenge number 8 is to read a book with the title starting with the letter C, and for this one I have chosen Confess by Colleen Hoover. I've yet to read a Colleen Hoover book, so this is the perfect opportunity to. If you're wondering how the letter C ties into Rose's character, it was her deceased husband. His name was Charlie, obviously starts with the letter C. Challenge number 9 is to read a book by an author whose name starts with the letter B, which, let me tell you again, for me this was a super hard challenge. But I did find something and I am like over the moon about it. Anyways, I have chosen The Breakdown by B.A. Paris. And if you're wondering where the letter B comes from, the character that plays Rose is Betty White. If you don't know who Betty White is, you've been living under a rock. Okay, so this book is about our character Cass, who she passes this vehicle that has broke down alongside the road. Cass decides that she's not going to stop, not going to see if this lady or this person needs help. She just keeps heading on home. Anyways, Cass finds out the next day that this person actually ended up dying, and she's kind of haunted by the fact that should she have stopped? Could she have done something so this person didn't die? I don't know. I think it sounds super intriguing. Okay, and challenge number 10 is to read a book that has dyed edges, and I only have 2 books like this, and they are Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and I don't actually want to read them yet. Anyways, I think Rachel has kind of added to this challenge that you can also read a book that has a blonde cover. So From that, I take that it can have a yellow cover. And for this one, I have chosen the Unhoneymooners. I don't have a copy of it yet because I had to order it, but I will just stick a picture here for now. So, I mean, I'm sure everybody's heard about this book. So, okay, so that is all for my Golden Girls Readathon. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be participating. Let me know too if you're also a fan of the Golden Girls. But anyways, if you get a chance, go check out Rachel's channel. Check out her video she has done for the announcement for this readathon and what books that she plans on reading. This girl definitely put a lot of work and effort into creating this, and I give her all the credit in the world for coming up with these challenges because I think they are very unique and it gave me definitely a good challenge to try and find books for these. So anyways, that's all I have for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, happy reading. Bye!